There are many simple things in the world. Shovels. They are all different. Gardening shovel. Unloading shovel. Children's shovel. But there is also a different shovel. We use it when we come to the position. In short time, it helps us dig a trench which saves us from bullets. If a tank will pass over the trench, there is a high probability that it will not cause any harm to the soldier. We dig in the ground, deeper, and then connect the trenches with our friends to the left. In just a few hours, trenches are all connected. When we do not have an axe, we can use a shovel to cut a loaf of bread. A soldier uses a shovel as a paddle, crossing the wide river under enemy fire. If we run out of ammunition, we will use a shovel again. And then we'll move on. And when we get the order to stop, we'll take a shovel again and build around us an impregnable fortress. This fortress is defended by the army of Ukraine, our army.
A lot of people look at us as robots who are just out doing a job, but everything we see and do affects us just like it does everybody else.
A lot of problems with first responders and veterans is that now we're in a battlefield that's very different.
I've lost more friends to suicide than I did in combat, and it really hurts.
When you push the human envelope to those maximum extents, physically, psychologically, emotionally, and spiritually, and then you pull that plug, nothing prepares you for the silence. Nothing prepares you for that void.
You can't come that close to death without it having some effect on you.
I'll never forget my wife telling me, you know, you're not the same Brett that I married.
What War Horses does is it puts you in that environment to, in essence, look in the mirror. But that mirror's that horse. And that horse is going to tell you where you're at.
You got to relax. You got to calm down. You got to slow your mind down and just think about this one thing, controlling that horse.
The first thing we do before we get on a horse, we breathe. To let go of everything. Let go of everything in your head. If I don't let go of everything, I cannot be present with the horse.
It's magic. I just started crying. It was the first time in my life that I literally let everything go.
Compassion, generosity, love, all of these things trickle back into what it is to be a human being.
It's completely changed me.
All the confidence I had lost, it started coming back working with these horses. They've given me my life back.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Do you ever have one of those moments where you think, how the hell did I get here? Jeez, what happened to me? I was ruling the galaxy. Had a cherry new battle station. I mean, this place had an omelet bar. A straight-up omelet bar. And now look. My former interns tossing me down a bottomless freaking pit. You know, come to think of it, my whole life has been a series of what-the-f moments. That was my out.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I looked my woman in the eye sockets. I told her straight out. I just said it, man. I said it. I said, bitch, I'm the man of the house.
You said bitch, though. You called your wife a bitch.
Yeah.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
...2023 in the year of the dumpster fire. Welcome to the Monday edition. Yo, yo! Man, I'm seeing some friends and family in the chats. What is going on? What up? Hope you're all doing alright. Yeah. I'm Ice, your host. Broadcasting deep between, I don't know, the the basement of the Pentagon or the bunker in the mountain complex. U.S. Army WTF Moments. WTF Nation Radio. And brother, I have had some freaking coffee. And in the gunner seat, of course, I have the Shipwreck. What's up, man?
Nothing much. You got coffee, and I got a.
I'm sorry, I'm yelling in your ear.
Some gentleman's double malt going on here.
Oh, that's the way I talk. Well, no,
We're good.
But I am sipping, of course, in my favorite mug. Ooh, look at that stocking milk coffee, wig splitter with Bailey's. You know, because man, you can't
go wrong with that.
You can't go wrong with that, man. You can't go wrong with little Bailey's in your mouth.
You really would know that, wouldn't you? Oh.
When Shipwreck getting a bubble? Shipwreck would like to remain anonymous. And man,
yes, please.
Is my light fucking up here? Hang on. Let me see. What's going on with my light here? Hang on. Pew. There we go.
Yeah, you kind of looked a little orangey there.
Yeah, I was about to say. There we go. Now I can.
You're the new orange man.
And I was like playing with my lights earlier, and I forgot to set it. See what it looks like when it's off. There. Oh, there you go. Oh man, look at that. A caffeinated ice is a. I think I don't know. Am I? Must be part Irish. Why are you saying that shit, Pooks? Why are you getting all mad on the? I think I'm all right. How do I look? Is that too bright? I don't know. I'm fucking with my lights here. Anyways, man. You know, Irish X. So apparently there's an article out there that was written by the San Francisco Chronicle, I think, that said if you don't subscribe to Latinx, you must be transphobic. I think those are the words. I don't think those are the words you want to fucking use to the Latino community by saying that.
Bad PR right there. Double trouble.
Ever drink Bailey's from a shoe, motherfucker? Oh, mother licka. Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly. Mixed Carrot Top. Yeah, big Carrot Top and Darth Vader. I would say more than Jack Nicholson's Joker, Grand Admiral Thrawn, and Emperor Palpatine, and some Darth Vader. So I gotta look at that. I gotta shine that cup. Look at that mug. It's so beautiful, man. Look at that. Son, look at that. Shine.
Kind of looks handmade there.
It is
handmade
actually,
mug.
Yeah, it's a blue glazed mug. That stocking milk coffee limited edition stuff. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna put this in front of me because normally I have my drink on the side. But yeah. Oh, shoo, I put a little bit too much in there. Woo woo. Yay. I'm not yelling. That's the way I talk. So, what was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So, apparently, if you don't subscribe to the Latinx thing, some writer in San Francisco says that you are transphobic. Otra vez. Let me say this again. If you don't subscribe to Latinx, then you are transphobic. Well, buddy, if you want to label people like that, then I guess you must think I'm transphobic because I don't subscribe to any of that shit.
Just don't Google Irish X. Let's just put that.
Yeah, Irish X. Yeah,
let's
exactly.
put that out there. Do not Google it.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, real quick, tomorrow, I'm also kind of pumped. Oh yeah, Wig Splitter should be showing up. Yeah, I'm pumped because tomorrow we have Dude, we have a guest tomorrow that's coming up. That's pretty freaking... Dude, I can't wait. She's the voice of Meryl on Metal Gear Solid. And I'm going to tell you what, everybody's all freaking pumped up, dude. Debbie Mae West. She is the voice of Meryl on Metal Gear Solid. She also provides voice acting to Naruto. And man, I'm going to tell you what, I am freaking pumped. She's got a voice like Bada. She's got a voice, man. That's something about that voice. It's Meryl. Come on, it's Meryl. So if you play Coffee and Bailey's, baby. If you play Metal Gear Solid, then there you go. So, what's on the agenda tonight? Real quick, breaking news: 4 Americans have been kidnapped by members of the cartel. Bro, what's up with that?
Bro. There's so much going on with that. It's unreal. Unreal.
Normally, I don't think we've ever had any members of the cartel really fuck with us in that way. But I think this is the fuck around and find out stage now. You know what I mean? I think there's some, you know what I mean?
Well, since stuff's been going on, I went over to Mexico and shoot around with some friends and family and got some deets on that stuff and figured things out. Okay, so about 3 or 4 days ago, there was a shootout with a white van, just happened to be the same white van of 4 Americans.
Yeah.
And that white vehicle, the people who were driving were from, they say from Haiti area, actually. Okay, yes, it was a North Carolina van, but the people that were driving that got shot up were Haitians, okay?
Okay.
By the cartel in the middle of the daylight.
Okay.
So you got to keep that in mind. Now, 3 or 4 days later, it's the exact same van with Carolina plates. 4 Americans are missing. So how did the Haitians actually get that car? So they must have actually robbed 4 Americans, grabbed the car, and drove it. And the story kept changing a couple of times before we got to that point. They also said that the white van was traveling with 4 armed individuals that the cartel got caught up with, and then the next day it's 4 Americans missing. So but the data I got, or the inside people I got, basically cartel shot up a car with a whole bunch of Haitians. The innocent bystander, the older lady, got injured, and it happened to be the exact same van that the 4 Americans were missing. So who got the white van? Probably the Haitians. And because of that, the cartels are pissed because now the spotlight's in this area. Go take out the Haitians for acting up and tell them to go get the Americans, pretty much. That's what I'm gathering out of all the information I'm being told and what I can find out.
Did we not see any lessons from what happened with fucking the movie Sicario? I mean, of course we joke around about stuff like that, and I remember I was posting some videos and shit, and yeah, I can pull another picture up. So, hombres armados se llevaron una cajuela de la camioneta. Okay, I'll read that right there. People like, shut up, English. So there's another picture of the van. 4 Americans. So, what do you think's gonna happen? What do you think we're gonna do? I've not seen anything from, other than the FBI reporting a reward, $50,000 for anybody to, for information on these 4 Americans that have been kidnapped by the cartel. Now, just kind of like, hey, this is some fuck around, find out shit. I don't know what happened in this image that you see here. It's like some dude's making somebody dance or some shit. You see that?
Yeah, but from the family I have in that area, the cartels don't do hits during the daytime unless it's something that needs to be corrected right away. That's going to put the spotlight in the area because they don't want America to come over and mess with them.
Right.
So if something that deals with anything with Americans in that area during daylight, they go take care of business to prevent a spotlight. So those 4 Americans that were probably kidnapped by the Haitians because the exact same van that the Americans came across is the exact same van that got shot up with the Haitians in it.
So basically you're guessing that the Haitians kidnapped, or I should say, stole the van from the Americans? And
correct.
and then the Americans are not there. So, but where'd the 4 Americans go? So they were kidnapped. So are you saying that the cartels are being blamed for something that the Haitians did? Is that making sense?
More than likely, yes, from my sources and what I can gather from the internet to go along with what I'm being told through my sources.
Now, when we say sources, we have sources because we do have family members from that area. So they're the ones that are telling us the chisme on what's going on. So before anybody's like, oh,
different levels over there. Well, I'll just put it that way. Different levels of resources over there.
Exactly. So we have different methods of getting. So that's what's going on right now. I know. Again, there was some Mormons that were shot. It was like a whole Mormon enclave that was shot up by the cartels too, right? And we didn't really do anything about it.
Yeah, but that was more of the Lazetta's cartel. The Goth cartel is a little bit more gentleman-like.
Gentleman-like?
That's the best way to put it. Yeah.
Okay.
They're a little more friendly and courteous and kind.
And also there's the, what is the other one? There's Carteles, Jalisco, Nueva Generacion, those guys. The new one, the ones out of Guadalajara, right? That's the other one.
Yeah, those are more south.
Yeah. So currently, what you're saying is that it could have been a mix-up, and there might have been a mix-up between a carjacking that ended up implicating. So what happened to those 4 Americans then? Who has them? The cartels or the Haitians?
I think I speculate 2 possibilities. Either the Haitians robbed Americans and killed them, and they're laying somewhere, or the Haitians kidnapped them, used them probably to try to get illegal status, and drove the van around, and the van got shot up, and they drove bodies. I got video out there. They're little graphic videos, but the individuals that were shot up in the van were actually dragged in back of a pickup truck dead. So, and the bodies were dark color, not white color.
Okay.
Not to sound rude, but those are facts. So everyone's assuming it's Haitians because there's legal issues and it's mostly Haitians on the border.
No, it makes sense. I just hope that, I know most of this information you're getting from the sources there anyway. So it's not, the news media and shit like that, because the media is not they're not talking about that. They're just saying, 4 Americans kidnapped by the cartels. All right. And then the reward is $50,000. So there you go. Thank you very much. Thank you for trying. Yeah. I'm like, damn, dude. Yeah, so it's
So this started all 3 to 4 days ago before what came out today about 4 Americans. So
okay.
Yeah. It's crazy how that works, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's some video in here. We got let me see. Let me double check. Let me see. There's some video here. This is the what is this one right here? What's the video you showed me? It's the video right here. Oh, it's an operation to look for the 4 Americans. Blah blah blah. In Matamoros, la calle primera en Matamoros por tierra serán buscados. So let's see. Let's window cap this. We want to play this video. Will we get in trouble if we play this video?
No, no, because those videos don't have soundtracks in them, unless the AI can translate Spanish.
All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got. So we got a video here.
Yeah, I got that from a buddy of mine.
Okay.
But the whole city's locked down like that, and they're just waiting. They're waiting for the people to do what they do over there, and then they go in and collect.
¿Qué tal, amigos y seguidores de Periódico Expreso? Muy buenas tardes. Estamos transmitiendo completamente en vivo desde la avenida.
And you see the new uniforms they got there?
En la calle Primera.
Over there?
No, pues, información.
They issued them the new fatigues, actually. They're converting their uniform over.
They're converting because they used to have shit like us, right? They used to have the OCP, and now they're
going more to the digital side.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, this is nuts. This is crazy.
But in around Christmas time, a lot of the cities on the border there around Christmas time got locked down because of shootings for similar issues where people were messing with Americans, and the cartels don't like that down there. You don't mess with Americans.
So you're saying that in the operational environment is that generally if you fuck with Americans, the cartels will get pissed off about it.
Correct.
Yeah.
because it's business to them, and that messes up a business, and they don't like that.
Yeah, you know what's crazy is that everyone's saying that the mainstream media is not really covering it, and that Twitter, Reddit, yeah, so I've seen the comments right there. Reddit, Twitter, and Telegram have more reliable information. That's just fucking nuts, dude.
Oh yeah,
it's just nuts. Let's see, what was the other? There was another.
I get phone calls though.
No, I know. You're
diverse on the border from all the way to California to Texas.
Yes, we're diverse in the border stuff and all that. We have you more than me because I haven't been across the border in ages. But
I travel over there a lot.
Yeah, well, I know you're the one that gave us the good lead on the eggs and milk and gas and all that. So I was just like, oh yeah, do you think it's because it had to do with the refinery that was caught on fire? Who caught the refinery on fire? Did anybody find out about that?
No, haven't got the true deets on that one. I'm still working on that. But most of the big industries of oil and gas is normally ran by politicians. So
yeah, most of it's state run anyways.
Yeah.
So
including the airport.
Right. Another flashpoint is in Ukraine, where how do I say this? This video. I'm not going to show you the video. I'm just going to show you the image of a Ukrainian soldier looking Russians dead in the fucking eye and telling them to fuck off. And you guys might have seen this video running around. Again, I'm not going to play the video, but I'm going to show you a still from it. And this is a Ukrainian soldier smoking a cigarette right in front of the Russians before fucking he was gunned down. And I'm going to tell you what, man. Those motherfuckers, dude. I saw that, and then, man, it just made my fucking blood boil. Probably why I'm drinking more coffee with Bailey's, dude. Because I'm like, dude, fuck Russia, fuck Putin. Dude. So there's video out there. This individual right here is a Ukrainian soldier smoking a cigarette, just like saying, hey, fuck you. Guns pointed at him, and he was executed. And again, man, it just fucking kills me to see that shit. And it infuriates me. I mean, thinking about maybe packing up baby ice with me and we're just going to go over there and I'll drop them off in Germany or something like that. Then I shouldn't say shit like that, but damn, dude, it's just fucked up. It's just fucked up.
Yep. Russia has no chance, though.
Yeah.
Unless they start dropping some big boys out there.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Dude, why you say that, Sports Bar? Why are you damning my shit? See, Sports Bar's fucking talking shit, saying that my feed's gonna seize and shit like that. Why are you saying some of that shit? Why are you timing that shit? Luckily for you that the show's going to end in an hour and 30 minutes. So, shink. Yeah, you'll notice his kit wasn't clean. Looking at you, Malcolm Nance. Yeah, so it's just heartbreaking to see that shit. What do you hear?
Russia doesn't control airspace over there. You realize that, right?
Yeah, Russia doesn't control shit. What I'm saying, though, is that I'm just seeing that video, dude. It fucking infuriated me. If you watch that fucking video, you're like, what the fuck?
I watched 5 seconds of it and I turned it off.
Yeah, dude.
Sorry.
You're like, yeah, you just like fucking. I could speak a little bit, and I started to see where it was going to go to, and oh man. I mean, if you're staring the enemy dead in the face, the thing I guess is to smoke a pack of Marlboros and say "fuck off," right? And that's it. So, all right. So the next topic. Okay, it's been released. The campaign that was of old has now returned, and it's "Be All You Can Be" has returned, and the commercial was released. I don't know what we want to say it was officially released, but it was leaked. So then all of a sudden it came out. A lot of imagery, a lot of branding stuff going on. If you guys and gals have not seen
yourself, to challenge you,
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play the freaking commercial. And the first thing someone told me when I got this was like, well, I'll tell you what.
Would that video be considered vintage?
No, it's like a remake. It's like a reboot. Let me show you.
Okay.
Let me show you what the let me show you what the video is. And as a matter of fact, I'll full screen it. And I'll remove my face from it. And I'll play it. And I'll let you guys decide.
Is it going to be widescreen with black lines on the top and bottom, by the way?
Anyways, just be quiet, mute your mic, and check it out. Watch.
Okay.
What does it mean when people say America is a land of opportunity?
It means we strive to be a nation of limitless possibilities.
Exploring those possibilities isn't just an inclination.
It's our greatest strength, the power to discover.
To redefine yourself.
To improve yourself.
To challenge yourself.
To challenge yourself.
To challenge yourself.
To realize there's more in you
than you ever knew
that you could do.
To be all you can be.
To be all you can be.
It means never assuming
something can't be done.
And if it's the right thing to do, never stopping until you achieve it.
That's how the U.S. Army has succeeded since the founding of this country.
Since the founding of this country.
Giving people an open field to explore what they do best.
With the best tools.
The best training.
The best technology in the world.
The possibilities really are endless. And the world sees that.
It's what we fight for every day.
Every day.
Every day.
Seeing those possibilities, then going out and achieving them. That's winning. And we all know that winning matters.
Having possibilities matters.
It's what makes every soldier swear that I will
support and defend the Constitution of the United States.
America was built on embracing possibilities.
This is what we do.
This is what we do.
This is what we do.
We bring out the best in the people who serve.
Because America calls for nothing less.
So you can be all you can be.
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 And there we go. What'd you guys think? It looks familiar. Yes, I was. It looks familiar. Okay, so they brought the motto back. Doesn't really make. Does it make you compelled to list, Pip? Okay, well then there you go. What do you think?
There's too much echo in that video, especially towards the end. All you can be, all you can be, all you can be, all you can be. And I'm like,
gotcha,
really?
gotcha. Okay, I see what you're saying. So you're saying that it was repetitive in its sequencing.
At the very end, yeah, like gotcha. The last 10 seconds, it's like, really?
Gotcha.
You just killed it.
Probably cost about $575. Probably cost about $350. There was some individuals that brought to my attention that they said they thought it was the beginning of Sergeant's time.
Well,
so
they got a point there.
So my biggest thing. Don't get me wrong. I'm all about nostalgia when it comes to shit like that. Don't get me wrong. Be all you can be is a good campaign. That's what I joined. That's what got me to do it. Well, not really that, but there was also a history of service within my family. So, I think there were some cues that I think needs to, like, again, I'm not the audience. You're not the audience. It's our children that are the audience. And in seeing that and seeing the video, I was watching it and it looks like, throwing some sentimental value. Now, hopefully, because this has not been the official release, the official branding campaign and series is going to be tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern, or 0900 tomorrow, Eastern Standard Time. My biggest thing is that normally a recruiting campaign or marketing advertisement, a series has multiple different products, videos, posters, interviews, behind the scenes. So I don't know if this maybe was released too premature and they should have done all the other HUA stuff. And maybe they should have talked about it, because I sent this to my kids. I sent this and the first thing that was kind of like a response was, who is that dude in the suit? Who is that lady? Who is that lady in the suit? Who's that general? And and they know Sergeant Major of the Army Grinston, because they know that we kind of we have interactions with them at times. So when I tested this, the question is that my family didn't know who was the former FORSCOM commander, General Garrett, and also they didn't realize that it was Christine Wormuth, the Secretary of the Army, that was the woman that was talking about it as well. So that right there is my only, I wouldn't say critique, but I would just say, okay. Again, I'm not the audience thing, but however, I think the audience would have been better to have seen some lines, lower thirds. You know how we have some little low, how CQ and sometimes on our shows we have lower thirds of what their name is. Usually on the corner right there, you'll see, it should have said Lieutenant, it should have said General Garrett, for a retired General FORSCOM commander, yada yada, or Christine Wormuth, Secretary of the Army. Because my kids didn't even know who they were. Like I said, only because of familial and / in dealing with, my Army career and dealing with, they know who Sergeant Major of the Army Grinston is. But the other individuals, they didn't know who General McConnell was. They didn't know who the other individuals in the suits. Now,
I couldn't tell you who that lady was, to be honest, until you told me.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly it. So everyone's kind of like, so who is that?
I took it as they were trying to show a civilian job in the military. That's how I took it.
Yeah. It was like, you get a DT-14. Everyone's talking about how we should have done a Marine version, like dragons slaying dragon on the chest. What was it? The chessboard, where the Marine goes in and fights a dragon in the lava pit, or fights a monster in the lava pit. So,
did you notice a theme in that video though?
It was the old version remake of the Be All You Can Be tune, the little jingle.
Right, but did you see a different theme of like the particular jobs?
The jobs that I saw, I saw airborne operations. There was a special operations, so there was a couple of special operations people in there. There was MP with a working dog. It looked like there was an infantryman in there too. I think what they should have done is they should have at least highlighted who the individuals were in the bottom, like some lower thirds, and said, these are the individuals, blah, blah, blah. Or just had their name. So-and-so retired. Secretary of the Army. Sergeant Major of the Army. Even if I know who the Sergeant Major of the Army is. There's some kids, like I said, I'm not the audience. It's the kids. So I gave it to the family, and they let them pick it apart. And they didn't know who anybody in the suits were. And then there was the branding, the rebranding of the star. There's been rumors out saying what the rebranding campaign is. You saw it towards the end, right? But there was the jobs of soldiers. There was a meme that was put out. Let me tell you. Let me tell you how this works. I'm gonna tell you this. If this is a meme that we posted here, and everyone's like, "Oh, you guys are being dicks because of whatever." I'm gonna say this right now. If you have a website and you're pre-staging something, lock it down, secure the fucking website, so that way images like this don't show up. And should have a disclaimer saying 2-3 years Space Force eligible. Exactly. They could have.
How many times are they going to edit the damn star?
Yeah, I don't know, dude. It just I don't know. So we were laughing about it once we. So basically the let's call them what they really are. With the Maroon Beret support. You don't know that. You know I don't know who they were. Well, the only one I saw was I think it was a Sergeant First Class Pacheco, and he had a SWIC flash. I think the other guy was 82nd. I think there was a couple 82nd guys in there. And then the other dude, the major, he had a USASOC. He had a USASOC beret and all that. And just remember, sometimes operators in that spicy special operations, you don't have to be a freaking to be in that part of that organization. You don't have to be a Green Beret. I know individuals.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I know individuals that are Maroon Berets that people would call support, and they're fucking not. But anyways, so we kind of laughed about it because the Army, and I'll say this right now, the art was brought to our attention, and also once we researched it, we verified it. The Army had pre-staged this on their website with their system, and they had this behind pre-staged. Don't ask us how we found out. Secure your websites, let's put it that way. It was open to find. And it was basically, once we saw that banner, they were like, oh shit. And it wasn't it It was an effort with somebody else that kind of like, hey, you guys notice something? You guys pictured it out? Because there was rumor that there was going to be the new sign at the bottom. So
gotta love Jose.
Can't confirm or deny the fact that maybe there may have been some joint efforts between Jose and somebody else, but you never know. So
maybe the E4 Mafia. You never know.
You never know the E4 Mafia. So, look, hey, I don't care. Everyone's like talking about, oh, no WTF moments. It was before the internet. The Army had this symbol before. I'm gonna tell you what. These are emblems of vehicle logos. We didn't have a real logo. The logo that you see with the star in the square was not created until 2001. We didn't really have a logo. Why? Because the USMC has the Eagle Globe and Anchor. That's their logo and their emblem. We never really had an emblem. If you watched our recruiting, stuff, it's always been that star. But we've never seen anything like, I don't know, the circle, like World War II vehicle icons and emblems. The Coast Guard, of course, has their own. They've always had that. The Air Force has this weird, funky looking, looks like a Klingon bird of prey, freaking decloaking on their hats and shit. Not breaking balls on the Air Force or shipwreck. Sorry about that, Mr. AFSOC. But yeah, I don't know. It just, again, I'm open to see what's going to happen. We'll see how this campaign continues. It may or may not be good. Again, I'm not the audience, but I expected some. I was expected, it's just. How do I say this? I don't know. I expect something else. I expected more. I expected, like I said, somebody thought I wanted Iron Man. That's what I wanted to see, some lens flares and freaking explosions and Iron Man. Instead, we got instead it looked like we got a red Solo cup full of Kool-Aid or some shit. You know what I mean? 11 Charlie's dropping rounds, hanging fire, exactly. So again, there you go.
You know where the Army Star originated from, though?
The Army
where it
Star
actually came from?
The Army Star originated from, it was a vehicle identification marker back in the day when it was during World War II. The star,
right?
The star. So, but it was never really a logo for marketing. That's what everyone's getting their head wrapped around. Oh, you got that from World War II. It was on a Jeep. Yeah, no shit. We got that from the fuck. We did that. We posted that shit. I'm not going to get in an argument between who was with anybody about who was first with the logo ship of stuff like that, because, technically we still love the Army. We just don't like the shitbirds that are fucking in it. That's all. Like the big sarge that like tell people we need to come take you off a baby leave to go do a Calfex and STX. That still got my ass, man. That still got my ass. So
true, but you gotta give credit due where there is good leaders, though,
right?
And good soldiers.
I'm glad you know what? I'm glad you brought that up, man. Because every Friday on U.S. Army WTF Moments, I know people like, you guys don't highlight this. I'm gonna tell you right now, we have highlighted every Friday called what we call Feel Good Friday. Feel Good Friday is where we grab anecdotes, notes, screenshots of whatever leaders out there in the force that has done good stuff, and we post them up. We'll say, hey, Feel Good Friday. We have a leader in this organization. I know right now that the reigning champion of Feel Good Friday right now is Colonel Ryan Krantz down at Fort Benning. And when it comes to the soldier stuff, I mean, he's just been every time. Hey, we got another Feel Good Friday submission for Fort Benning. Oh, who is it? And we always like, is it Krantz again? Because we know that when we see, yeah, for real. Because when we see his shit, we know it's it. It's legit stuff. So we're not beating up the fucking Army. We are highlighting the good shit as well as the bad shit. And that's where I think the problem is right now. Everyone's like kind of slamming on this campaign, and there's individuals within the Army that are getting butthurt about it because I'm like, look, it's not my fault that you guys are like that. That was the shit. You're getting feedback, and you just have to deal with it. The number one rule of planning, never fall in love with your plan. Well, number one rule of PSYOP is never fall in love with your program. So there you go.
It's always yin and yang with everything.
Right, exactly. Hang on, let me pull up a Feel Good Friday post just to give you guys an example, because I don't want you guys. You guys go somewhere.
Well, it's just hearsay, right?
Why everybody gets mad about that shit? You're like, we're really not freaking, because we do we do an alcoholic beverage check if you're drinking some old,
I was wondering how y'all are getting all my photos for that. Have y'all been sending like Pookie says, the 25 overs hacking, or is it China hacking and giving you my shit, or what?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, man. The way we got been going on, I'm gonna tell you. That's why I know Sports Bar is breaking balls about this feed getting cut off. It's because lately our stream service is acting kind of finicky, kind of fucky lately, and so I was just thinking, what's going on? Because everybody's show now has been affected with, I don't know, like some stuff, but it only affects certain platforms. So like, for instance, like when I had Natalia on, it skipped a beat. Facebook, no issue. Twitter, no issue. Twitch had me posted, it auto posted twice. YouTube auto posted twice. The same thing with Cause on Friday Night Freedom. 3 times it reposted, and we're just like, what the hell's going on? So if my shit goes out and all that stuff, it's probably because of the hack. Because when I was talking shit about Putin and talking shit about China, that's when I had my stuff. And then the same thing when, I don't know, there's too much coincidences involved in all this. But anyways, so what was I going to say? Yeah, so we talk about, we do highlight soldiers. We highlight the leaders. That's not all bad. We're doing the good with the bad. That's just the way the Army is. Imagine how people say U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio. We always shit on the Army, and the Army is this, and the Army is that. And you guys hate the Army. You guys always shit posting the Army. We still love the Army. You know what? People are still joining the Army, even though it was segregated. People are still joining it. We don't hate the Army when it was segregated because it was segregated. No, we know that they learned from their lessons, and there you go. People are joining the Army. So that's it. So don't even give me, I hate when people are like, oh, you guys hate the Army too. So there we go. So fellow Black Hearts, this Saturday, I just want to send out my heartfelt thanks and appreciation of the incredible work that all of you have put in the last few weeks. Hey, just a text, man. Just that little pick-me-up. Yeah, it's an aviation unit, but as you know, Army Aviation is working on a flight company for AHB. The task force has shown lots of challenges over the last couple of years.
Couple of years?
Yeah, a couple of years. I was hoping you. Well, I'm just saying. It's like I said. We're highlighting. We're highlighting a unit like this. It's a good. This is a commander that gives a shit about his formation. So we're not always beating up the Army on the bad shit. We're always shit posting on the Army. Don't fall for that fucking bullshit propaganda that some of the ass hats and the old hats in the Army HQ that says we're just fucking bad when we just want to work with the Army to help them out.
Well, you got to keep in context, too. A lot of the Good Feel Friday info is not necessarily coming from leaders. It's coming from lower rankings.
Bingo. I'm glad you said that. These are their soldiers that are saying this. This is not some...
That says a lot in the leadership.
Exactly. And you know what? It says a lot. It says a lot to the leadership, and it says a lot to the soldiers on how much they respect their leaders when they say, can you post this on the main page for us? Can you have... WTF Nation Radio talk about my leader, dude. That's right. That's fucking. That's awesome. What? How could you be pissed off about that? So I mean,
that supervisor's loving those end of the year surveys.
Yeah, exactly. Supervisor's gonna be like, "Yep, got posted." I wonder what evaluation bullet they're gonna get. Lauded by a shit posting website or social media site for. So the whole thing that we wanted to say is that there's a lot of things go into building teams. And in doing so starts and ends with how we communicate with our soldiers, which is what we always say. The when and why matters as much as who's putting the information out, but none of those trumps on the how. You know what I mean? And so leaders should communicate about more than just problems, tasks, and directives. And if you don't have anything you wish to praise your soldiers for, then that says more about you than it does about them. So when you think about how you choose to communicate with your soldiers and maybe internalize that it isn't their lack of exemplary behavior or exceptional performance that keeps you from praising them. So that's like why we just post it. I mean, that's like your kid. Look, think about this, leaders. Think about this, Sorens. That's like your little one giving you their little crayon drawing when they're in 2nd grade, and you want to post it on the refrigerator and say, "Look at this. This is awesome work, buddy. Good job." That's the same thing we're doing. Good job, leaders. We're posting your shit on our refrigerator. Good job, leaders. So you have to highlight the good with the bad and change of policy, and highlight the issues within the leadership with transparency. That's right, Heather. Transparency.
You notice those good leaderships, their soldiers never really fail at their duties.
And that's what I'm saying. You're the ones
Just putting that out.
You're seeing those soldiers right there because we get, hey, you know what's been going on, or we'll ask the person who submits that stuff, hey, how's it going? What's the morale in the company? We love our commander. We hope they don't change command soon. We want this person to go to war with us. We want this person to be that says a lot, dude. When you have a soldier, that's like some in the field stuff, man. It's like, oh, you got me in the fields, man. Talks amongst yourselves. Soldiers are, you know what? So. But of course, when we highlight the bad, which is what we're not saying that the Army's bad, we're just highlighting the bad. We're just highlighting the fact that you got some shitbirds out there that like to recall their soldiers while they're on parental leave, and not realizing that it's the first general officer in their chain of command. I was corrected yesterday already. Somebody sent me a note about that. It's 12 divisions, I think. Somebody said, not 10. I said 10. When actually I didn't consider the 11th Airborne Division and 7th ID. So my apologies for the miscount of the numbers there. And if you really wanted to go on that stuff, then you could say about the SFABs too. The fabulous ones are considered a division size element. Our special operations guys at 1st Special Forces Command is considered a division size element with about 11 BCTs, sort of kind of head HQs. So, but again, we also have our comments of the week. There's nothing wrong with the comments of the week. We got, we could post that. Matter of fact, let me get this. Pew, pew, pew.
No, comments of the week are a mixed bag of stuff.
Yeah, comments of the week, and it could be good, it could be bad. It could be like, so when can we expect the DoD press release establishing the new U.S. Army WTF Moments Command? There's FORSCOM, TRADOC, AFC, AMC, and WTF-COM. I kind of like that.
Yeah, there we go. I like that.
I kind of like WTF-CON. I think, you know how we were talking about T-shirts designed to bring back the shop? I think US WTF-COM, United States WTF Command, or something like that. Something to that effect. I think that'd be a good idea.
You see where it would rank in the pyramid there of use of force, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, exactly that. So I mean, it's like I think more an outlier too. If you have a general, if you have the general for insurance, can you just give them the CG's office number? I got some stickers that would cover up. Just required to come inside to staff duty and ask the sergeant major special. So it's kind of cool to see, and that's the reason why that's a comment of the week. It's kind of cool to see public affairs officers or public affairs personnel flexing their social media accounts. When we see that, I like that. That's what I'm talking. That interaction, because if you're interacting with a social media page that is like kind of like going back and forth, and if there's an issue going on, feel free to hit the inbox. We're more than happy to discuss whatever the issues you got. But if you're being, oh man, I really want to pull up some fucking. I'm unauthorized. It's unauthorized for us to post what we have in the inbox, but there's some shit in the inbox sometimes. You better.
It makes you itch to do stuff. I hear you.
You better meet me over here, and you better have some of this, and you better have some of that, and you don't think, well, you guys are a bunch of specialists that didn't all failed your PT tests. That sounds like Alex Jones right there. That's like a Sergeant Major with Alex Jones. Sergeant Major Alex Jones. Oh, you pass order here.
Well, maybe there's some truth to it, though, just for shits and giggles.
I'm not saying we don't have Joes in the staff, but we run the gamut. We have company commanders. We have warrants. We have GSs.
Could be Sergeant of the Major.
Dude, yeah, come to think about it.
You never know.
You never know. Could be the new Sergeant Major of the Army. You never know. You want to pass
or retired 4-star general.
Yeah, you never know. I want to pass that rumor around, see what happens when people say that.
Maybe he was in the video recently.
Oh, maybe, yeah, exactly that.
I just had to, just for fun.
Just for fun, yeah, exactly.
It could be true, though.
Yeah. Oh, what's this? Hardly breaking connection. Oh, okay. Ni hao. How you doing there, Shang Yi Hus? Yeah, okay. How you doing? I see you're from Beijing, China. So I thought we were banned in China. We were able to get through. We broke through. We're okay. So we have some comments from China. Are you in China?
Well, they use a lot of VPNs over there.
Yeah,
though.
I was about to say, we do a lot of VPNs. Can I just say West Taiwan? Would you get upset? Would you get this? If I say, Xi Jinping, if I called him Winnie the Pooh, would you get mad? Well, could you even respond to that? I'm about to say you might get in trouble, so I'll go ahead. Wouldn't respond. You know what? I was talking about the connections there. That's how long it took around the world to get into the VPN because there's a delay in what we talk about. So So we have China. We have China in the chats. This all be cool. We all be cool. She hasn't provided any intentions yet, so we'll just be cool. We'll see how you cool. We cool.
Hopefully they don't report back to the commander-in-chief.
Yeah, exactly. We just want you to know that Taiwan is a country, so just keep that in your keep that in the back of your mind. So, but anyways, I'm so excited about Meryl from Metal Gear Solid. I'm sorry, I should be Mae West. I shouldn't call her Meryl. Sorry, I know her as Meryl because I played Metal Gear Solid. It's Meryl, so she's gonna join us tomorrow for Pop Culture Warrior. I'm pumped, man. I'm so excited. So you guys are gonna see some stuff on the socials once the show's over, because we like to kind of like, I'm gonna hype everybody up from now until then. So Taiwan is a country. So
damn right.
So I wonder if we're gonna I wonder if she's gonna get in trouble. Stay out of trouble. Don't get upset.
Don't be influenced by the bad.
Yeah, exactly. So we got a minute until we go on break. So I was gonna talk about another thing too. But I think we can wait a minute because there's some issue. There's some West Taiwan is asshole. Because there were some discussions about what happened in Atlanta.
Atlanta.
Do you hear what happened in Atlanta? I'll tell you what. Speaking of tinfoil hats. God, dude, bro, this coffee's got me freaking. I think I overdid it. I think I really because my lips are kind of like warm and numb and stuff because I think I put too much Bailey's in here. And I'm drinking
You might have mixed it with something else.
No, not that stuff.
Oh, okay.
No.
They do have crazy stuff over there at the Pentagon hot dog stand. So.
The Pentagon hot dog stand. That's right. Just go underneath the centerpiece of and tap it twice, and then next thing you know, the elevator will go up and it'll take you down. So let's tell you what. Let's take a break, and then with my favorite voice. I'm surprised. Did CQ talk about Rick and Morty? What's happening with them? I guess the original creator of Rick and Morty, the guy who does his voice. Hey, Rick and Morty guys, I will be more happy to do his voice for the Rick and Morty show. Yeah, save that for first SFAB and 7th SF group, exactly. So we're gonna go ahead and take a break right quick, and then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna refill my glass, my mug here, and we'll be right back. So shots.
What is this Facebook Live? I've never heard of this shit.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Take it from me, Ice. You can't just float around space not caring about stuff forever.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Shit in the bag, Pogue.
I am here determined to stop this future atrocity.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe. I suggest we use it.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I find your lack of faith disturbing.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
There's some shit happening in Atlanta. Now, it doesn't matter who's reporting it. It doesn't matter who's commentating it. It's fucking happening. And right now, Antifa linked, this is about a few minutes, I don't know, it's the last few hours or so. Antifa linked a terror attack that occurred yesterday. Around 200 masked Antifans, whatever. Antifans. Sounds like something you would do for like Scientology. How many Antifans does he have in his blood? I'm just kidding. I don't want to have like Tom Cruise come at me. Maybe that's why Tom Cruise didn't like the fact that we were going to do Top Gun together and stuff, or that blown freaking opportunity. Anyways, so about 200 of them got, they ambushed the cops at this police center, training center that they're going to build, and started freaking like throwing Molotovs and started setting shit on fucking fire. Let me see. Let me pull up. Let me grab some of the.
How many people?
About 200. About 200. 200. Let me see. There you go. Let me.
Yeah, but didn't they only pick up like 20 or 35 people though?
Well, let me
and
see.
You actually charge them
So
out of that large number?
See, if you look right here, if you look on the screen there, and you see them all, fighting with the cops. It's Cop City, I guess, is what's happening. Cop City is a training facility that they're trying to build in Atlanta to assist our law enforcement personnel in whatever training they got going on. Whatever law enforcement, whatever the Leos do. Antifans? I don't know, Cause. What would you say, Antifans? This is going to be some good stuff, too, for Friday Night Freedom, by the way, Cause. The Antifans. They come from the planet Antifa, from the Antifa system. Maybe we need to send some Mandalorians over there to fuck them up. Did you see the new Mandalorian yet? Oh my god, dude! I watched that twice already.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, dude.
I'm waiting on for the next episode to come out.
Oh, dude, come on, Bo-Katan. Oh man, Bo-Katan. Oh man, she's just Katie Sackhoff. She's so freaking hot, man. Oh, dude. And everyone's saying
that is the way.
That is the way. Exactly that. Yeah.
She's hot because it's the way.
It's the way. Yeah. Oh man, she's like oof. Anyways, so what's happening is that, like Pookie and Kaz, what everybody in the comments are saying, is they want to use this to retrain the police, and the facility is there to assist the police in providing them better policing tactics to the community. So I'm gonna tell you what, I'm just talking with some friends and stuff like that, and talking to some Leos, and they're like, you know what, I understand there's a lot of stuff going on, but man, the cops. I mean, think about it. Cops, dude, they go out and do their shit every fucking day. It's not like it's like we deploy 9 months, a year, whatever. The shit happens there. We come back, and then we do our reintegration, and we're back to normal stuff, and that's it. Cops do this shit. They're deployed every fucking day. So I kind of see the argument of excessive force, and I see the argument as well as cops needing to fucking what else? Everyone's gonna say ACAB and all this other shit. But I think that's a little bit disingenuous to say shit like that because some of these cops. But anyways, so one of them was Tom Jurgens. One of them arrested. Tom Jurgens. Now, Tom Jurgens was a lawyer, a staff attorney for the Southern Poverty Law Center. This is the guy that was advising this organization on what is considered domestic terrorists. So it turns out that the one that is calling out domestic terrorists is the terrorist himself. They should have brought in the water cannons. You know, the way that Polizei does it in Germany, they drive these giant water trucks that's got special spicy water on it, and they just freaking like that. Okay. He says he says that Antifa was only assisting in a live fire training exercise. That's what it was. So again, this is Tom Jurgens, staff attorney, Southern Poverty Law Center. Now, again, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is the group that tells everybody who's a terrorist group, who does this. It's almost the way it's going now. It's who offends somebody on the web, specifically on Twitter, and then the next thing you know, bam, they're considered domestic terrorists. I shit talk or shit post on somebody, bam, they're gonna consider me a domestic terrorist, and they're gonna tell these guys, hey, look, these guys are this, and then you know, ICE is freaking all over their shit because I said something that made somebody butthurt because of stolen valor or some shit. So now, of course, a GOP lawmaker wanted to know if there was this was back in 2018, wants answers on the FBI alleged Southern Poverty Law Center ties. Yeah, they call exactly that. They call them Tabasco trucks, exactly. So I just think it's kind of funny that this dude, Tom Jurgens, is the guy who is saying that individual is a domestic terrorist. That individual is a domestic terrorist. Ah, dude. He's a domestic terrorist. Do we say welcome to the club or some shit? Or what do we call this guy? This guy's like 6'4", 150 pounds. Bro, 6'4", 100 pounds. 150 pounds, he's like a twig. Little dude. I think
Well, they might get some traction for that title, though.
I think Baby Ice is heavier than him. So everyone who says, "Oh no, this is just a protest," nah, this is domestic terrorism. Just say what it is. It's domestic terrorism. Just because now people are upset. I'll be honest with you. And this is from the Atlanta Police Department. These are the individuals that got busted for all that. Photos of those arrested are right here. Did he drive a mystery machine? Scoob! So there we are. There we see the typical Antifa look, which is kind of odd that I see an African American in there because most of the Antifa people are little freaking privileged little white liberals that come from privilege, that come from wealth. They come from wealth. And so there you go. And that just blows me away. Why would, and somebody brought this to my attention, why would white liberals want to be acting like this in a predominantly, in African American communities? Why would you want to do some shit like that? Exactly that cause. This is real-time training. Dude, they set shit on fire. So it's not like they were sitting there protesting and all of a sudden the cops went in there. They were launching fireworks. They were setting shit on fire. So all of these individuals right here, take a good look. Now, here's the thing that trips me out. You got somebody from Virginia, Massachusetts, Connecticut, Wisconsin, Georgia, New York, Florida, Indiana, Arizona, Massachusetts, Utah, Tennessee, Massachusetts, Canada. You got Canada in there. You got snow Mexicans in there. What's up with that? North Carolina, Wisconsin, Colorado. And then there's one right here. There's a guy from France. Francais. There's a Francais. Dimitri Lenny on the upper right corner.
My question is, you see where they're all from different locations, right?
Right. Exactly.
They're all throughout the globe.
Yeah. Right here.
And I'm not trying to judge a book by its cover, but those individuals don't look like they have the financial needs to travel there when a plane ticket's like what, $500 to $800.
I'm just gonna say we should just go ahead and just check out their financials, find out how they got there, who are they connected to, and how are they able to do this to get paid. To plan. This is some, like I said, this is some deep shit. I know. Kenny is like, it's a trap. Exactly that. So I just, again, find it funny. They all think it's funny. I'm telling you what, man. See that they just did that to the police center. What if they do the wrong? What if they think they're on the wrong property and they do something in the wrong property and see what happens? You can have old Bubba in Georgia, in Georgia. Oh man. So again, I just think it's funny. You have somebody from France. You have Francais and you have Canadian. You have a snow Mexican up there doing that shit. But again, so that happened like on the 25 arrests and 12 25 arrests and 12 were undercover FBI. Sound familiar? Whoa, can we say that?
It's up to 35 now, by the way.
Oh, it is up to 35.
Arrest.
Oh, okay.
35 detained.
My apologies. And then of course,
And that's only a few hours ago, though.
yeah. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so here's here let me pull up some video here. There's some real looking winners in here. They all come from privilege. There's all these white little kids, liberal kids. Is it bad? Is it not politically correct when I say, "Hey, whites, control yourselves"? Well, I get it, man. People get mad if I say that. Let's see. Bye. Here's a picture right here. Oh, I'm joking around, so be real. There you go. There we go. So there we are. They overturned a vehicle and shit. Look at that. They set some equipment on fire. Man, I think they should pay. They should pay for it. If they come from family of privilege, then it should come from their family. I don't know.
Well, I shouldn't say this, and I should already know the answer to this, but it's ironic. All the media in the U.S. just say protesters. But if you read all the news overseas, they say Antifa.
Oh, yeah.
Antifa,
Yep.
Antifa.
Yep. You're right. Exactly. They do.
But in the U.S., they just says a group of rioters doing domestic terrorism. That's all it says.
Yeah. Yep. So a New York Times reporter captured a rare close-up of the Antifan event. Antifa. What's up, Jay Reddy? There we go. Sean Keenan captured a close-up video of the domestic terrorist attack. These are insurrectionists. Can we say that now? Okay, everything's since the Southern Poverty Law Center likes to call everybody extremists who make people butthurt on the web. Can we go ahead and say now that now can we throw that word out? These are a bunch of insurrectionists or these guys are terrorists. They need to meet justice. Bro, this coffee is like making me wired, bro. Wig splitter, Stocky Mill coffee, dude. Man, especially when you're drinking freaking coffee Bustelo too. Man, it's a good mix.
I'm just waiting for you to jump out with your lightsaber.
Bro, I know, man, right? Yeah, exactly. So here's another one too. So these militants, I like the language that they're using. These militants. Yes. Militants. Keep calling them the militants. Look at that.
This is not the only event. This is the latest event, but they've been having issues in January, February, and May with smaller groups doing the exact same thing.
Yep. Maybe just, I don't know.
So this is a lead up.
You think so? You think this is going to be a lead up to lead up?
Yeah, I really do. So that's normally how it happens. Groups of 3 or groups of 4.
Gotcha. No, I hear you. Yeah, Jerry, there's some expensive equipment there. People don't realize that the. I was waiting for Lord Humongous to come up on there. Exactly. Call of Duty thumb stars. Yeah, so there's a lot of, like I said, somebody said there was something like there was a call of rage or a call of rage or some shit like that.
Did you see the video of just the fireworks that they shot out?
Oh yeah. Let me find that. Thank you for reminding me. There's a video out there of them shooting fireworks at cops.
Yeah, it's not mocktails on some of them. It's actually fireworks.
Yeah, these are actually like launching. Now, I'm not saying that I, as a young child or a youth, didn't doing some shenanigans where I was involved with law enforcement doing some stuff, but I'm not, avocados make better weapons. I'll just say that. Let me look that up right here real quick. Hang on. So this video that I'm going to show you right now it runs about 2 minutes, and these are the guys that are showing up on the scene. You see the cop showing up, and all of a sudden you see him Get in a position right there. The next thing you know, there's like pew pew pew. They start launching. They're like now when you think about it, it doesn't matter if they're fireworks or not. These are explosive devices.
Oh, totally.
You know what? You could put an eye out. You could burn somebody.
But looking back where those officers didn't get wounded, it's kind of funny though.
But
humorous wise, but during the moment, it's not funny.
Yeah. I mean, because then they're all coming out. Well, because you don't know what's coming up next. That could be like a distractor.
Right.
Somebody's throwing firecrackers to start to cover to mask gunshots. And so it's just like.
But wasn't there someone wounded or something with like got fired at, like exchange fire rounds or something?
You know that term, South Park, where it goes, coming right for us. You know, that thing right there. I'm surprised any of those cops there didn't do that. They exercise extreme restraint in that. And I think that they did a good job not just waylaying everybody and start mowing them Antifans down. So did Pookie do heroin? That's not Pookie, dude. That's Shipwreck. That's a totally different. What are you talking about, Jay Reddy? You saying this? You thinking Shipwreck is Pookie? He's awake, dude. What are you talking about? That's just the way he talks. I think Jay Reddy's familiar with. I'm looking for this freaking day of protest. Looking for this day. There was a banner. Somebody had a here's right here. Here's somebody here. Look at this. This is right here. You know how there's a public service message somebody put out about if you're getting chased by a bear, knock over your slowest friend. Here you go.
That's given.
Boom, there you go. You got tased. Let me see that again. Oh, one more time. Oh, there he goes. He's down for the count. Down goes Fat Antifan. Can we say fat now without anybody getting upset? Yeah. So again,
he was trying to get to his pop-up tent back there.
Yeah, exactly. So, dude, I'm telling you, man, this whole footage about this shit is fucking nuts, man. I was like, do you really want to try to fuck around and find out to see what the Atlanta police do? All it's going to take is that one cop to have a bad day and he shows up to work and some Antifan launches a bottle rocket and hits him in the face or something like that. Bro, that's it. He's going to, taser.
Fear for your life.
Yep, he's going to start mowing people down. And there won't be anything anybody can do about it. Everyone's going to be crying, oh my God, now the cops are just like, Zzz. Yeah, exactly that, Jay Reddy. How are you going to be fucking fat and do crime? You got to run, man.
That's their weight loss program.
No, you use the fat ones for lookouts. Antifa is now a domestic terrorism group. I don't know, man. It should be. They should be. They should be classified. If there's Antifans doing stuff, I think we're all just doing that because they're the useful idiots of the ultra left. People don't like to say that they're part of the left, but they are. They're fucking ultra left. You want to fucking riot and fucking nah.
Well, isn't one of the Georgia representatives wants to introduce a bill to classify them as domestic terrorist groups?
I think there was, but I think
did you see that feed?
Yeah, there was some. There was some talk about, but I don't remember. I know D. Treasy, when he was in office, he wanted to
classify.
He wanted to classify them as a terrorist group, which I think they fucking should. Exactly that. What applies to Zombieland should apply to crime. What's the first rule of Zombieland? Cardio. So, anyways. Man, all right. So let's see what we got going on here. Looking at. So yeah, everyone's saying 24 up to 30. Yeah, exactly. 24 means 12 times 2. Everyone's like, ooh. Let's see, what was another?
The Dirty Dozen.
The Dirty Dozens. So I'm trying to find a. I'm trying to find where the rest of the video is on this, because I kind of think that there's more video I saw of there's another scene, and I just had to dig it up. So the ones that I showed you right now, the ones that, the reason why is because there was one where cops are really getting fucking a lot of that shit, and like I said, the surprise the cops didn't go off, and the restraint that they maintained, the fortitude, the restrain, they were just like, dude. So, anyways, so two more quips. We're ready for two more quips. We got two more quips here. One of them is a pretty interesting story, and this is from our friends at Task and Purpose. So apparently there was a kid who's a neo-Nazi, but he's also a jihadist. Can that happen? Can you be a neo-Nazi and a jihadist? Like, can you do the Sieg Heil with the Inshallah on the end of it? Is that a thing?
Well, in today's climate, you could be that for one day, and the other day.
In today's climate, you saying that they could be that? You could actually be a.
Yeah, you could be both in today's climate.
Yeah,
exactly.
Depends
on what hour of the day, you know.
Yeah, if somebody finds you that freaking so a neo-Nazi ex-soldier is sentenced to 45 years for plotting to murder soldiers. Ethan Melzer infiltrated the U.S. Army to serve in service as a neo-Nazi, white supremacist, and jihadist group. I didn't know I don't know that combination existed. I mean, but then again, things I've been surprised. I've not been this is new. Everyone, Hitler who Krautbar, Sieg Halal. Anyways, this guy's Ethan Melzer was sentenced to more than 4 decades in prison because he was joining the army because he was going to attempt to ambush and kill his comrades in a jihadi attack while deployed abroad. And he pleaded guilty of charges of attempted murder of U.S. Army soldiers illegally sharing national security information while providing to provide terrorists with material. Meltzer, who held the rank of private while in the army, was a member of the Order of Nine Angles. Are you sure not Eagles or Angles, whatever? Anyways, a neo-Nazi satanic organization that praised both Adolf Hitler and Al-Qaeda. How the fuck do you get that combination, man? That is like, yeah, you ain't lying, Josiah. It's shit like that. I'm telling you, man. That's some Blue Falcon shit right there.
Hitler, cool, Barat.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Everyone's throwing their comments of what a combination would be. What would you say to that? So again, he got slammed, and again, he infiltrated. Again, let me say this again. Infiltrated the U.S. Army in service of a neo-Nazi, white supremacist, and jihadi group.
Shouldn't that fall under his actions under treason?
And treason, you mean? Is like, yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to do the treason thing anymore unless the Southern Poverty Law Center says you're an extremist. Sorry,
so he should get that type of punishment, in my opinion.
No, like Adolf did work with the Muslims. Yeah, he worked with the Turks, as a matter of fact. Arabs, yeah. But anyways, yeah. So anyways, as of the sentencing, he's no longer part of the U.S. Army, although it's not immediately clear between his guilty plea and now was discharged. So 9 Angels, exactly that. Angle is that. The next thing, we have this other dickhead, and this is, you guys remember that John David McIntyre, that one guy that I talked about, who joined the Ukrainian Legion, went and fought with them, grabbed all information about them, and then defected. No, you don't fucking defect to Russia. He sold his country out, sold his comrades out, and is now living in Russia by providing all information, lists, names, maps, and name the intel, spying for Russia from Ukraine.
I think he was hoping to get a glory life, live like a king over there for that.
Yeah, exactly that, Pip. That dude should be up against the freaking wall. If you watch his video on RT, you go ahead and do that, and and check that out. But let me just show a real quick still, and he's the guy right here who sold out reportedly Malcolm Nance, which now Malcolm Nance even acknowledges that he's him. But I mean, sort of kind of, I don't know if it's connected to be true. So I don't know. That dude needs to be launched from a howitzer. That dude needs to be greeted by several little black helicopters with some homies on there, and then handled. So
Men in Black.
Yeah. Okay, if you want to call it that. But anyways, So John McIntyre, a former mercenary in Ukraine, sold out his Ukrainian comrades that he said he was fighting for and his country. He even spells tire wrong. Exactly. McIntyre.
So maybe he doesn't give good intel if he can't spell a word right.
Well, he only served a little bit in the Army for about 2 years, and in the pictures that he provides in that interview, he served with the 1st Armored Division. So exactly that, Josiah, is another Blue Falcon. I've had some disagreements with some of my teammates, and yeah, I may want to fight a commander or two, but you know what? I never wanted to kill him. I never wanted to that's you know what I mean. You get the ass with people, and you don't get along with somebody in the Army while you're serving, or even as a veteran or whatever, or hell, just in life. But to plan an ambush attack with a terrorist group from let me get this straight, neo-Nazi satanic jihadist group, bro, that's a new one. That dude needs more than wall-to-wall counseling.
He was upset about something.
Yeah, and more than likely, it's more than likely the ones that do this shit are normally privates or something like that. They got butthurt about something, and then he went out on about saying that the Army has hookers and blow on Fort Bliss and yada yada. When clearly everybody knows that hookers and blow on Fort Bragg. I'm just kidding. I shouldn't say that.
Or was that Fort Hood?
No, was it Fort Hood or Bragg? No, I think it's more Bragg because they have those.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's also Benning too because the SFAB and the SF guys are now they're all like lining it up. But anyways, so dude, I think it's time. Dude, it's already time for freaking housekeeping.
Oh shit! Time flies.
Time flies when your Hood got MS-13. So hang on, let me pull up the calendar. The calendar. So tomorrow, Debbie Mae West, also known as Meryl, on Metal Gear Solid. Man, if you're not going to check this out, you need to check it out. Sorry, I'm a Metal Gear Solid fan, so I mean, to me, that's awesome. I'm going to jump on the game and just reminisce so I can hear Meryl's voice, because that's going to be badass. That is going to be so fucking badass. So if you guys don't know that some of the characters that she plays, and you're like, wait a minute, what? Meryl? Who's that character? This is Meryl right here. So she's going to be joining us, or she's going to be joining us and talking with CQ, and of course, whoever his rotating guest host in the bubble is going to be. If you guys don't know that, also she's the voice of Meryl. Everybody knows Guns of the Patriot. So she's going to be joining us. I can't wait, dude. It's going to be awesome. This is the stuff that I'm talking about. Also, don't get me wrong, she does do the voices on Naruto as well. So there it is. That's for tomorrow's Pop Culture Warrior. So make sure you tune in all the channels at 8 p.m. Eastern, and Debbie will be joining us at 9 p.m. or joining CQ. Wednesday, of course, we have the. Oh, matter of fact, I gotta pull up the graphics, man. I gotta pull it up again, man. What am I talking about? I forgot to do this. This is my routine that I'm trying to get into, so that way I can see the game. So there you go. So right now you see me at Monday at the Monday edition with myself and Shipwreck. Tuesday's Pop Culture Warrior with CQ and his rotating guest hosts, and then Wednesday is the Smoke Pit with, of course, TZ and Radar. And then Friday Night Freedom with Kaz and Pookie, which I'm sure they're really going to talk about the Atlanta stuff too. And then we have Saturday's our day off, and then Sunday, of course, is the sports bar. King is knocking out of the park. King and the coach, I'm telling you, man, they're doing great. It's awesome to see them to do the, I don't know. I'm really not in the sport, but he starts talking stats and stuff like that. I was like, wow, blown away. So it's good to have them on part of the team. And then, of course, Monday with moi and Shipwreck on the Monday edition. And I think I got a guest. I got a guest on Monday. There you go. Carl Whalen's coming back with Back to Heroes Rumble. I think I think they're gonna have a golf tournament too. He's gonna talk about that, and I think we're gonna go ahead. If you participate in this golf tournament, if you go to the hole, if you go to a hole, you might see the hole say, "This hole is sponsored by U.S. Army, WTF Moments, and WTF Nation Radio." You never know, or you might see, I don't know, might see some familiar faces there. So I can't wait. And don't forget Sunday also with the sports bar. It's daylight saving time, man. Wait, are we springing forward or going backward? What are we doing, man? What's that one that we do? I think we're springing forward. I think we're going forward, right?
I thought they got away from that.
Yeah, they're talking about building legislation to get rid of it, but until we've seen it,
They hasn't come proved yet. Oh, okay.
yeah, I think it's in legislation right now. I want the hole that says tits or get the fuck out. Yeah. And then next Tuesday, Pop Culture Warrior, I guess, has Sean Kanan. Sean Kanan was Sean Kanan. He's the kid on he's the dude on Karate Kid, and also he's in Cobra Kai. Sean Kanan's gonna be on. Man, that's so awesome, man. We're gonna do some Cobra Kai stuff and Karate Kid. I can't wait. And then Wednesday, of course, again, no guests. We don't have no guests up until probably like another week or so. But don't freak out. Man. Whoa, shit, man, you good?
No, I'm good.
All right, you're like freaking like double echoing. Anyhow, share, like, and follow. Of course, follow us at 8:00 Eastern Standard Time. And if we have guests, normally we have our guests come on at 9. There's some big guests coming up. We'll also have some previews, premieres that we've been invited to that CQ, and I'm hating on, hate, that CQ is going to be attending. And I can't wait because it's going to be, of course, bettering the veteran community. And if you guys know what that means, go #veteran, look it up and see who's the one that says it a lot. And I can't wait. Just seeing all the stuff coming up. It's going to be great. I love it. Anyways, you got anything for me, Shipwreck?
No, I'm good. I'm real good.
That's all. Okay. All
I think I'm drinking a little too much. I'm starting to
dude. My bottom lip is starting to get numb, so I needed to like. I'm drinking this Bailey's and coffee, and now I'm like, my hands all sweating and shit, and I'm getting all wired. Anyhow, so with that, thank you guys and gals for hanging out with us, and freaking, shots. Make sure you tune in tomorrow to Pop Culture Warrior, of course. And then, and I can't wait. So we'll see you on the webs. See ya, shots.
WTF Nation Radio. WTF Nation Radio.
Sometimes when I look at, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, I think it's WTF Army or something.
The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio. The voice of U.S. Army. WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Я батько. Я молодший брат. Я водій маршрутки. Я скоро одружуся. Я фанат Шахтера.
Начальник отдела продаж.
Я прораб.
Я программист. Я свидетель на свадьбе.
Дядя Юра, таксист. Я вчитель фізкультури.
Я студент-геолог.
У мене своя фірма. Я кращий друг зі школи. Я сусід, який завжди стукає по батареї.
Я єдиний син.